if an ordinary comic book held secrets to humanity's darkest hours? What if an artist sketching her visions is able to predict the future? For years, there have been silent whispers about the forgotten manga artist Ryo Tatsuki, who converts her visions and dreams into a comic book, and the events given in this comic book are happening exactly in the date and year what she is saying. And comes the biggest prophecy of all, the July 5th prophecy. Join me in this journey as we trace the history of Ryo Tatsuki and the biggest prophecy on July 5. Did the legend pan out or was it debunked? Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Everything with Dr. James. Today we are going to be diving headfirst into internet's most compelling mystery, the alleged prophecy manga of Ryo Tatsuki. Tatsuki is a Japanese manga artist who became famous in the 1990s with her book The Future I Saw. In this book, she has a compilation of her dreams and vision, or who some call chillingly prophetic, and she has made it into a comic book. She depicts some events like earthquakes, tsunamis, a celebrity death, which will occur in exact specific years, and chillingly it has happened also. Is it a mere coincidence or it is something more? This is what we are going to debunk today. Ryo Tatsuki did not want fame or anything. She was just giving these predictions for a limited audience. But as each prediction became true, it attracted global traction. One of the first predictions of Ryo Tatsuki was in 1976, where she predicted the Queen's concert happening without their main person, Freddie Mercury. This Queen's band was a very famous band in the United Kingdom, and Freddie Mercury was the center person in it. But fast forward 15 years, in 1991, Freddie Mercury died because of complications of AIDS, and as she predicted, a Queen's concert happened that year, and their main person, Freddie Mercury, was not present there. An undeniable premonition, right? Ryo Tatsuki's first shot to global fame came when she first predicted an earthquake in Japan. Years before 1995, in her comic book, she had said that she had dreamt of a great earthquake in Japan with a lot of death and destruction. As she said, in 1995, the Great Hansen earthquake occurred in the Hyogo Prefecture in Japan, which caused an earthquake of a 6.7 magnitude, claiming 6,400 lives. The events which happened during this Great Hansen earthquake, her fans claim that is more similar to what is given in her comic, and her dreams and vision had actually exactly predicted this earthquake. The second shot to fame for Ryo Tatsuki was when she predicted Princess Diana's death in 1997. Around the same time, in her comic book, she had said that a world-revered, high-profile celebrity will be killed in front of the cameras. And as she said, Princess Diana was killed in France in an accident while being chased by the paparazzi. Coming to the event which cemented her legendary status. In her 1999 publication of The Future I Saw, she had predicted that in March 11, 2011, there will be a great disaster in Japan, which is usually predicted as earthquakes, as tsunamis. And as she said, in 2011, on March 11, the great Tohoku earthquake occurred in the eastern Japan. The earthquake had a magnitude of 9, causing great death and destruction, and eventually leading to the Fukushima nuclear disaster. What baffled many was the exact date which she could predict the disaster 12 years back, and the manga circulation of her book exploded, and everybody wanted to know what the future has in hold for them from her book only. She had also predicted that there will be a giant fish which will appear 2 weeks before this disaster, which is usually part of Japanese earthquake folklore. But this exact date which she predicted a disaster cemented her legendary status. As if the 2011 prediction was not enough, she, in her 1995 manga prediction of the book The Future I Saw, she told that in 2020 a virus will grip the entire world, forcing people to wear masks, make the streets empty, and people struggling for their lives. She also said that this infection will peak around mid-April. And as she said, all this happened. The COVID-19 set in the exact same year of 2020. Along with that, it peaked in the mid-April month, cementing her status as a modern day oracle. To the July 5, 2025 prediction. In the book Future I Saw, she has said that on July 5, 2025, there will be a tsunami which is 3 times the height of the tsunami which happened in 2011, and there will be great death and destruction. Did all this happen on July 5? Luckily, that nothing like this happened. There was minor seismic activity noted in areas of Japan, but this is very normal in Japan, as Japan is situated in that fault line area, but no major earthquake, tsunami or volcanic eruption happened. With the July 5 prophecy being unfulfilled, it has raised several questions. Were these prophecies just random coincidences, or were they actually true? Let's debunk this. The first major issue I am thinking is the confirmation bias. Let's look into the hits and misses theory. For every correct prediction she has given, there have been 10 other predictions which have gone wrong. You can see that these could be just random coincidences. The second thing is the vagueness in which these prophecies are given. The prophecies are given like a disaster will happen, a celebrity will die, and when this happens, they retrospectively apply, saying that so many years back Ryo Tatsuki has said that this will happen, and it has happened, and they straightly relate that prophecy with this, which could be totally unrelated. The third thing is Japan is situated in such a place that it experiences 1500 earthquakes a year, and it is home to 114 active volcanoes. Predicting an earthquake in Japan is like predicting rain in a rainforest. The fourth thing is there is no scientific basis proven till now that anyone's dream can predict the future. To predict earthquakes, we have specific instruments for this, which is needed more than relying on somebody's dream. The last point is the disinformation and anxiety which these prophecies can cause. This July 5 prophecy spread like wildfire in social media, causing a lot of anxiety in the minds of people, causing government organizations to issue reassurance. So we can see that in today's world, spreading disinformation is very easy. All people have to do is believe, and there is a thin line which exists between believing in human prophecies and believing in scientific instruments. This book by Ryo Tatsuki, The Future I Saw, is a brilliant case study. It is an intricate interconnection of how a human mind can find patterns which can try to predict the future, and on the other hand, it also tells us how misinformation can spread in today's world. Do like, share and subscribe me for more interesting videos like this.